Okay, we're going to do a real quick update before we go to bed tonight. Here it is. It's around about 10:30 right now. This is a daily chart that we're looking at. If you noticed that we are in some indecision now, also, but what I really want to pay attention to over here, let's take a look at this trend line that's moving up here. Okay, got a trend line moving up, and we're expecting to see, hopefully, if this trend is to continue, to see price work its just channel its way between here and bump into the trend line for a few days of moving in between here and hitting that channel and moving on to continue with the motion to the upside. If not, and as for the session coming, I'm looking a little bit on the bearish side for some short terms, but we'll have to wait and see how this develops because we've got some resistance and support at the top, as you'll see here by looking at the quick view. I took the liberty of putting in a quick view on a 7-hour basis. As you can see, the 2222s, these are 4-hour increments, and let the quick view evaluate it. And what I found at the close of this on the 22nd with the open of the 23rd, we had the 69.24 resistance. We had a high so far of 69.21. So if you had included a spread or something and went short at 69.20, that would have been good. You could have even taken this resistance at 69.17 and been short. And you've got support at 68.81, which also in our daily it's at 68.88 for a long ranger in the middle for that. If it's going to be long for the session on the 23rd, it's going to have to just not really create any tail at the bottom, really. Otherwise, you know, it wants to go down. If you take a look at the 4-hour chart, you'll see that it does show some weakness right now. If you draw a trend line here, take a look at it and you'll see, ooh, wait a minute, I don't want to draw that way. Hold on. I want to draw it this way. Look at the trend line that's been following up. There we have a close below the trend line, and it has also been breached with just slightly, ever so slightly. You can see that here. Right in here, you know, this is, oops, sorry. So we've gone a little bit below it, not very much, but a little bit. 68.76 low, 68.81 low. Okay, we're right there at that support level that we're talking about on the daily. Okay, 68.76, which would fill the 68.80. So really what we want to see happen is for this to work its way back up. We haven't crossed the 68.72, which is for sure a move to the downside, at least for a little while, possibly working its way, who knows. Hopefully for the bulls, it can hold at this level down here. Okay, hopefully the bulls can keep that. So anyway, that's where we are. We've got resistance above us and support below us. We just have to wait and see how it works itself out in this session. We'll come back tomorrow morning and see how this plays out. Before we go, I switched over to an hour here. Just before we go, you might want to take a look at where you would do if you wanted to take a short. If you were feeling that way, inclined to do so, you would need to take the high and the low from your position, since the break here, and that would put us at taking a short entry roughly around 69.21, right back where we originally said with the quick view. If you take a look at it, there it is, 69.24, and 69.21 is the high so far for the session that we started at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll see how all this plays together. Right now we're at a support area with the long area of 68.88, 68.80 area. We'll see if it'll hold, and if it doesn't, then we'll know where we want to go from there. Would be down to the 68.37, which is somewhere around in this area here. So let's zoom a little bit so we can see a little bit more of what we're looking at. 68.37, as you can see, is a nice area of support. It's decent. And ultimately, we're looking down here back at that 6790 area. Remember 6788, 6790. Remember yesterday's session, we looked at it as a possible place for support. If you break out to the day chart and look at that same area, you can really see with this big heavy black line here showing up. It's real cluttered right now because we've drilled our way out from working with what we were working with on the closer range, such as the hour charts and so forth. But that's what we're going to work with for today. This may hold up, this support area, and it may not. There's a cross we've developed here at 6909. So there's another area of resistance that's just been created. We'll see how this works. We'll come back tomorrow morning and take a look.